Hello and welcome to another crypto chart. I'm Fausto Botelho broadcasting from Brazil, and today we're going to take a look at the S&P that is still in a rectangle on its way down in my technical analysis. And then we're going to take a look at 8 altcoins that may eventually start outperforming Bitcoin, because I don't think the space is dead. The space is dead for the moment, but it will revive most certainly because of the cycles that the market produces. And well, we're in the waiting room for the S&P to resolve what is it going to do and show the world what is it going to be doing, whether it's reverting the upward movement that started after the subprime, or whether it's heading up and breaking its top and making another upward movement. I've said many times here in the channel that I have plenty of evidence that we're heading down and we're up to correct, we're down to correct a first Fibonacci level. That would mean another 35-37% drop from where we stand at the moment. So just a quick look in the S&P market. Here it is, and I'm showing to you guys now. This is the rectangle. That's a continuation, basically a continuation pattern. It's below this support trend line here. What I think has reversed is this trend that started after the subprime. We've so far have had 1, 2, 3 movements, double top, broke the resistance, the support trend line, and in my view it made 2 pullbacks for this former support line that offered resistance, and then it broke this support line here as well. So let's see what it does whenever it reaches this resistance line. I think it's going to go straight down, but let's wait and see. Who knows? It can there's Trump and the Fed in the other hand of the market with the bulls, right? So they're the generals there of the bull army. So anything can happen. But this time they have to make a deal with the Chinese, which is not so easy, right? So that's for the S&P. Let's take a look at the dollar and at the oil. And wow, what was that? I suppose that was a bad tick. Yeah, indeed, that should be a bad tick, which we didn't correct yet. But anyway, oil's heading up, following the S&P. But gold, what is gold doing? Well, gold is on its way to its objective that can be projected from these bottom head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders bottom at 1800. That's where I think gold is going. Now to Bitcoin. Well, if we take a look in this weekly chart, we see that Bitcoin was just accumulating, and I think it's ready to go now. I've said many times here in the channel, but this is definitely a corrective wave. So we're starting a new impulsive wave. If this new impulsive wave equals the wave 3, what I'm calling wave 5 of wave 3, because I'm not considering, if you didn't hear me yet, but I'm not considering Bitcoin when it goes from 0 to being stable at $5. I'm considering only the upward movement that started at $5, because nothing starts at 0, right? So if we look at Bitcoin in this prism, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, 3, and we've had so far wave 4, and now we're heading to wave 5, or it doesn't matter because it's an impulsive wave. And what we have to compare is this wave 3 and wave 1. And here are the projections. That's just the red segment. Sorry, the blue segment is only wave 5 of wave 3. If it goes there, it's $60,000. If it mimics wave 3, then we're heading to $300,000. And if we equal wave 1, we're heading to $700,000. And well, that I'm not considering, so I'm just going to erase that from here. Now, in the short term, we can clearly see that Bitcoin is in a symmetrical triangle, and especially because first we can see very clear that this was a corrective wave, right? With first impulsive wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a descending triangle that is by nature a corrective wave, and then another impulsive wave here. And then we had a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, and started to the impulsive wave, which is composed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and maybe another 1, 2, 3 here. Just 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. I think we're ready to go in this symmetrical triangle. Of course, we have to break the 11,000 resistance level, which is significant. But whenever we do that, then we're going to be able to project this first impulsive wave here, and the market should go to 32,000, 32 and something thousand dollars, meaning that it will break the all-time high. So big emotions on the way up for Bitcoin, I suppose. Now, quickly, the cryptos that I'm keeping an eye on, and not Bitcoin Cash anymore, so it's only 7 of them, all in daily chart. Well, Binance finally started to give signs of life, because it felt like hell, right? But as it's touching this guideline of this downward trend channel, I think it's worth to keep an eye on it, see if we won't have a reversal here. A reversal here would be interesting because last 2 times, one was 26%, the other one was 21%. So, and with possibilities for it to break this resistance line and keep going. So we're keeping an eye, but there's also a support trend line here, which I'm marking in blue. Which the market it's near, and this is actually movable because we have only two points on it. It could well be around here, and so maybe we would be close enough of it. Besides, we're close to the 0.002, which is a psychological support anyhow. Next one is Link. Link escaped from this sideways accumulation, sideways trend here, with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I consider this to be an impulsive wave. It corrected so far a little bit more than 50%. It retraced, I should say, a little bit more than 50%, and it produced yesterday a inverted hammer. Let's see what it produces today. If it comes back, it will be giving us a bear trap in this, I think, quite considerable support level here at 0.00018. So that's why we're keeping an eye on it. Ethereum Classic have produced as a bear trap here, and then when it came down back again, it reverted with a nice engulfing pattern, and I think this is going to be called a upward flag, so keeping an eye on it. Engine, well, Engine, after a pump and a dump, or whatever you want to call this, it reached this very important support level, I would say, which it goes further back in the past. Well, it could be over here. This top, it's technically in the same level, right? So having reached this important level, it gave us a a engulfing pattern, and then a symmetrical triangle that was broken, then the market pulled back, went up again, broke the resistance trend line, and is what is it doing now? Let's take a look in the hourly chart here, which is not giving us too much to consider, but eventually this here could become a ascending triangle or something, and then if it breaks this, that's the time to buy ENG, the coin of the game industry. I think it has a great future, but you know, I want to buy it, or I want to recommend it whenever it's the right timing. EOS token, it's testing, well, actually it just broke, or did it? Not exactly, right? It's trying to, it's actually negotiating with these all-time low support level that became a resistance now. So if it comes back, it will be producing a bear trap, and that's going to be bullish. And Litecoin, wow, poor Litecoin. It just broke now, without a doubt, this important support level. And well, it's going down. And we have this, but as it is close to this, I think now, considerable, not very much important, but yes, considerable resistance trend line. We're keeping an eye on it, because a reversal and broke of this resistance line, I think, would give us an indication. Matic, well, we're keeping an eye because it was launched by Binance. Binance might have done their homework in Matic, and so it broke this short-term resistance trend line, and then it went sideways. So I think this is a rectangle after breaking this. So I think it would be a good idea to put it on the portfolio if it breaks this level here, which is 160 Satoshi so far. That's why we're keeping an eye on this. And so we're back to Binance. Let's take a look in the 15-minute chart to see, well, yes, Binance is saying, well, eventually I'm not going to die so soon. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. If you like the channel, the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to put an ENG in the beginning of the title of the English videos that I produce. Okay, see you next time. Ciao.